Some months ago, I found this BBC news. Singapore officially backs a cryptocurrency and establishes it as their official coin. That is a turning point in history, except that is not true. Yes, you got it right. It was a perfect example of fake news. But here's the thing. If we go 2 months later to the same website, we'll realize that it just disappeared. So that's the question. Why? Why would you take so much time to create a fake news, to imitate the layout of the BBC website, just to make it disappear 2 months later? Where's the money there? Why people do fake news, actually? Where is the money incentive? Or maybe there is another incentive. Well, today we're gonna answer to all of these questions, but before we do, let's take a look back at the history. In fact, fake news are nothing new. In the year 1898, the media tycoon William Randolph Hearst published a series of fake news that led to the Spanish-American War. So, why is it now when we talk about fake news? Exactly, social media. For example, Facebook uses your data to craft a profile of yourself. They know what you like and what you stand for. For example, a right-wing will find news that are completely different from a left-winger. So, if you live in such an echo chamber where you only see news that confirm your bias, it is a matter of time that you will end up believing fake news. On the wrong hands, this is a powerful propaganda tool.
Will Facebook develop a mode of operation that allows Facebook users to completely opt out of targeted advertising? Yes or no?
This clip is from the Mark Zuckerberg hearing at the European Parliament. Do you think we need a regulation for fake news? But there has been always fake news. Why would anybody start making fake news? Is there really a profit to be made here?
In fact, a genius will create a digital monster that is destroying our democracies and our societies for the moment.
People are not just connecting with this on their kind of intellectual level, but they're connecting with this on a very emotional level. So even if it's something that's speaking, especially to something like your fear base or your, or all the kind of like negative emotions, it's very easy to get there and inspire people to think that's the actual truth, to use that as their voting information, to really be inspired by stuff that is just made up entirely.
It doesn't make so much financial sense to create a page that is gonna disappear in 2 weeks and put so much effort in even copying the same layout as BBC. So what can be the incentive behind taking so much work in creating fake news?
Oh, but I think that we as humans, we have many more incentives than just money. I think for some, destruction is a strong incentive. Just to see things fall apart, to see if you can poke it sufficiently for people to change their mind, to see it just falling apart. But I also think that some has the incentive to see things grow, to say, well, I wanna see things happen. I wanna make people, more aware that the world is not black and white, and that we have all kinds of incentives. We ourselves should also have sort of a reflection about what we see, because as you said, wow, can this be true? I think in most countries you have sort of this saying that if it's too good to be true, it's probably not. Mm-hmm. We should have the same. If it's too bad to be true, it's probably not.
I would like to, if you don't mind, to watch with you. There is a clip from the other day. There was this hearing of Mark Zuckerberg in the European Parliament. Yeah. I watched the whole thing, and there is one specific question that I think it was really, really interesting, even though probably you don't like the guy so much, Nigel Farage, but I think he raised a very important point, which is a big debate in social media. So,
is this genuinely a neutral political platform? And you come up with the same line again and again. It's well crafted. You say that Facebook is a platform for all ideas. Now, historically, of course, it's true that through Facebook and other forms of social media, there is no way that Brexit or Trump or the Italian elections could ever possibly have happened. It was social media that allowed people to get round the back of mainstream media. Now, Perhaps you're horrified by this creation of yours and what it's led to. I don't know. But what is absolutely true is that since January of this year, you've changed your modus operandi, you've changed your algorithms, and it has led directly to a very substantial drop in views and engagements for those that have got right of centre political opinions.
He suggests the creation of a digital bill of rights to guarantee that we can filter fake news, but at the same time, we don't prioritize one political agenda over the others. And actually, this is what I would like to ask you, how we can filter fake news without censoring or prioritizing one ideology over the others.
There's a very well-developed sensitivity to sort of suggestions that maybe censorship would be a good thing. So we've been very careful not to go in that direction, which is why sort of the main way for us to fight it is to say, well, you should have access to the facts of a case. There should be a place where you can see, well, this story, is it real? What would be the actual facts of the case? Because yes, there are things that we agree on in the real world shouldn't be here. Hate speech, child pornography, inciting to violence and terrorism. That, I think, is clear-cut.
Yeah.
But again, you're in a gray zone, and you may have people say, well, we're not publishers, so there's no responsible editor who will take the responsibility to make sure that the headline also have a backing in some facts.
I'm not sure that the systems, whether it's Facebook or WhatsApp or Twitter, I'm not sure that they themselves will be the ones who can really come in and say, this is the truth, this is not the truth. And in fact, a lot of these efforts that are being put in place actually backfire in a lot of cases. So you had Facebook that was trying to fight fake news, create a new algorithm that would have information that was more locally sourced. And in France, what came out of that was actually the promotion of these kind of anger groups, these Facebook anger groups, which was part of the cause, not the entirety, but part of the cause of the Yellow Jackets movements. And so you have folks that sometimes, you know, I don't believe the applications themselves, we can look at them to solve it themselves. I think the basic framework of them and their mission to connect people, to give people voice, to spread information, is not going to be set up to go in and actually have the role of fighting fake news. Nor do I think it should be legislated, but I don't really trust that legislation and further legislation is going to come in and create a solution to this.
So everybody's talking about regulating fake news, but let's be honest, so far there is no clear regulation on the table and nobody really knows what can we do about it. And is it possible to do something about it? Where do we draw the line between protecting the citizens and creating a fair and clean political debate and downright censoring people? Please, you can leave your answer on the comment section below. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the Euronews YouTube channel. And of course, if you want to hear more about international politics and economics from Europe and elsewhere, don't forget to check out the Visual Politic YouTube channel. See you there, and thanks for watching.